Is it Artbeads Fab Friday because we're here at artbeads.com and it's Friday, and who doesn't love a Friday, right? Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday the 13th too, by the way, our second Friday the 13th this year so far. So you know what? I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. 13 is my lucky number. So I'm hoping everybody has had a fabulous Friday so far. I hope you've had a great week. We had a Friday the 13th, a full moon, and a time change all in the same week. So I hope everybody has survived that. And maybe now it's time to just kind of sit down, relax, put your feet up, grab a beverage. Let's just hang out. Let's have a good time this afternoon. I see Michelle and Thaisa are here. They are here with me, my fearless compadres. So we're going to be hanging out today with all of you. Laura Rang, good afternoon and happy Friday the 13th. Thank you so much. JJ from Pittsburgh is here. Bobby Henderson is here. Jane from Long Island, hello. Tanya is here. Millie is here. Hello. Sandra is here. She said it's so windy and her power has been out since 4:30 a.m. I'm so sorry about that. Gosh, that is no fun. That is just no fun at all. Hello, Daisy. Hello, Mary from Oklahoma. Daisy, you made it. Yay. Debbie's here from Michigan. Thanks you guys for being here. It is Friday, March 13th. And we're just here to have a great time this afternoon, hang out, talk about beads, talk about jewelry making, and just enjoy each other's company. So I'm excited to be here today. We have a really jam-packed show, really fun show. We are celebrating the Artbeads artisan brands. And if you haven't been paying attention, the Artisan brand sale has been in effect and is still in effect today through the weekend, I think through Monday. It is up to 70% off of artisan brands, which is amazing because that's things like Jesse James Beads and Raven's Journey and TierraCast. So I've got some things in the show today. We're doing a personal shopper style show today. So I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite artisan picks, and I've got a few other things thrown in for fun and something really exciting that's launched this week. So up to 75% off, excuse me, and free shipping is still offered for US and Canadian orders over $29, which is amazing. And there's that deal of the week we've been talking about. So if you've been watching and on the website, you may have seen that our hand-painted pendants and trinket boxes are 15% off. This one, I believe, is sold out. But there are lots of other choices of these. This is an amazing little piece of art. And there are so many beautiful ones. So these are a little, bit of an investment because they are hand-painted artwork. And each one is a little piece of art. So to make an investment in art, you get a little 15% off for this. And I think Thaisa and Michelle can confirm this. I think the applicator, the crystal applicator, is still on that special deal. It was extended beyond the weekend. So maybe Michelle or Thaisa, you can confirm that for me. I think it was. So if you're looking for that crystal applicator, that's an amazing deal. So you may want to check that out too. So many things to share with you. Let me go back and check a few more comments, see who else has joined before we get started today. Let's see. Oh my gosh, a lot of you are here. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for coming in. Debbie is here from Michigan. Oma is here. Thank you for being here, Oma. Let's see, Linda in Boston, hello. Christina from Montana, hello, Christina. Marianne from B-Town, hello, hello. Hannah from Iceland. She says, good evening all. Hello. Let's see. Lisa in PA is here. Rhonda Z from South Carolina. Cheryl in PA. Vicky from Maryland. Linda from Boston. Daisy is saying to Sandra, we have horrible wind too. She just watched 2 trees in the wetlands behind her house break off and splash down. Oh, that's the worst, you guys. I'm sorry you guys are going through that. Susan J from Seattle says it's snowing there. What? That's crazy, Susan J. What the heck? Let's see. Snowing. Yeah, Linda's saying snowing in Seattle. What? Zach is here. Hello, Zach. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so Michelle is saying that the hot fix, that's the word I couldn't come up with. Hot fix. The hot fix tool is still on sale, and you get a tube of those hot fix crystals. Do I have those here? I had them here somewhere. I don't know. They're somewhere in this madness. Texas Tracy, hello. Terry B from Fort Worth. Let's see. Linda said she ordered hers, looking forward to it. Do they adhere to metal? You know, Linda, I'm not sure on that. So maybe Thaisa or Michelle could check that out for us. Daisy's waving to Zach. Oh my gosh, you guys. Vivian is here from Idaho. Hello, Kimberly in Oklahoma. Ellen in New Jersey. Oh my gosh, so many of you here today, you guys. Thanks for being here. Karen K, hello. Sandra says weather in US is crazy. We had tornadoes in Indiana. Blizzard in Toronto. You guys, it's like almost 90 here where I am in Arizona. We are breaking heat records in March. Like, it is way too soon for it to be this warm. So yeah, things are way out of whack, way out of whack. So let's not think about our weather troubles or anything else this afternoon. I'm going to flip my camera down because I want to start with something really fun and pretty exciting. So some of you may be familiar with the Toho challenge. So Toho is a Japanese manufacturer of seed beads and other things. So we do a lot of work together as a team with Toho. They bring us amazing quality products. The seed beads alone would be worth it, but there are so many other things that they offer. And every year there is a kit that gets put together that is the Toho challenge. And if you watched Becky Doll's show yesterday, Becky introduced this and launched this for everyone to see. The Toho challenge for 2026 is You Are Mermazing. And here is the beautiful photo on the front of the package with this beautiful beaded mermaid. So beautiful. I think most people, most women especially, just have this love of mermaids. There's something magical about them. So this is the 2026 kit, and it is encouraging everyone to create an original design in whatever medium you choose using only these Toho, Starman, and Prestige crystal colors from this palette and send a photo in. Now, there is some information at the bottom of your card that will tell you how to do that. And this card gives you all of the things that are included in this kit, and it is jam-packed. So the objective typically of this kit is to create something with this, be part of a movement, be part of this challenge. And you've probably seen some of the amazing works by a lot of seed bead artists and other mixed media artists. This is a fun challenge, but I also, as a little side note, always like to encourage people that if you just want a cool collection of things all in one box, this is an amazing way to fill your stash. And I'm just flashing this. So This is incredible. Now, I have been told that Becky lit the world on fire yesterday with her introduction of this kit. So when the show started today, it is pretty close to being sold out. I think there's only a handful left, but I am told that this will go to a pre-order, and there are a ton of these being made as we speak to be ready to ship to you. So if you would like this, there should not be much of a delay for you to get this into your hands, because all of these pieces and parts can be assembled, and we want to encourage people to continue with the challenge and to participate here. So if you want to be mermazing, let's take a few minutes to look at this. So I'm probably not going to dump everything out, but let's look at a few of these pieces a little bit closer. So these are some amazing prestige pearls. So these are absolutely mermazing. I mean, these look like a mermaid color if I've ever seen them. And they are just a stunning little pearl. So we just had our Prestige-a-thon last week, and the prestige, beautiful things that we've been able to spend time with. There's so many of them, but look at these pearls. So pretty. That will be part of your challenge kit. You'll also get a couple of, a few seed beads that I would consider if you were thinking about just using all of these supplies. These are great staples to have right here. So these are all Tohos. This is actually a Toho Magatama. So it's like a little bit of a drop, and it is in transparent lustered crystal. There's also a round 11O in opaque lustered white. And there's also this round size 11 in opaque pastel frosted light gray, which to me is just kind of a darker, more moody white. Just my take on that color. So you've got some of these kind of light colors. These would make amazing bubbles for your mermaid or your mermaid related designs. Now I'm also going to pull out these colors. These are all kind of in the same vein here. Look at these. So these are a triangle bead, and I think we should open these up. So these are really fabulous, you guys. Look at these. This is inside color aqua and purple lined. So these are like a blue and purple together in a little triangular shape. So this is a gorgeous little glass bead by Toho. It is an 8O size. So it's an 8O seed bead, but in a triangular shape. Super pretty, super fun. I'm thinking this is just really a neat bead. Even if you're not going to participate in the challenge, this is a fun bead to have in your arsenal, something fun to work with, something different. This one is inside color rainbow aqua purple lined. And this one, I mean, these two go so nicely together. So when you think about a mermaid, you think about all of the pretty colors. Her little bodice that she's wearing is purple. So these are a really cool seed bead. Here are some 11Os in another shade of amethyst. This is a gold lustered dark amethyst. Look at the variations in the purples here. So cool. So really interesting and different. This one is probably my favorite, and I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this into a dish because I think these are really interesting seed beads. So look at these. This is called Inside Color Frosted Aqua Purple Lined. So these are like those triangle beads, yet they are round 11Os and they are frosted. So they've got that sort of sea glass look to them. So if you're a sea glass fan, these kind of matte seed beads are super cool. So that's probably my favorite bead out of this whole box. Then I'm going to pull these colors aside. So these are all kind of shades of blue here. And these are super duos. So in these challenge kits, you're going to get some 2-hole beads and some seed beads and some other, some fire polish. I'll show it all to you in as we go through here. Aquamarine is this color, and they are super duos. This is a round 11-0 in transparent rainbow dark aqua. So these are very perfect colors for our mermazing mermaid. And then this one is silver lined dark aqua. So you get a completely different look with that silver lining on those seed beads. So super, super pretty. Hi, Monica. Thanks for coming. There's also these pretty blues. These are very different blues. Look at this one. This is spectacular. This is silver lined navy. Now, it's really hard to find a good navy bead, just in my opinion. This is a gorgeous navy seed bead, like really spectacular. So if you like nautical theme designs, you maybe make things for nautical summery kind of designs for craft fairs or farmers markets, grab this box. You'll get this one in it. And then look at this, inside color frosted aqua capri lined. So this one is a really interesting matte kind of bead as well. Let me see if I can get this one open. Let me open up this guy and drop this one into a dish. These are really, oh, wow. These beads that have like a lining in them are so very, very cool. So that is a really nice, rich blue, really pretty, interesting bead. Then I'm going to grab all of these greens. Ooh, wow. Look at this collection of greens. So first of all, these are gem duos. So they are a 2-hole bead. They are flat on one side and they look like a little gem. And I think maybe I've worked with these on this show. Maybe, I think. Look at those. This is super cool. So these are polychrome aqua teal. So another 2-hole bead that is perfect for any kind of sea themed, mermaid themed design. Ooh, and look at this one. So I purposely didn't really dig into this box. I peeked in it, but I did not take anything out of it. So my reactions here are all like genuine because I'm seeing them for the first time, you guys. This is transparent rainbow frosted dark peridot. Wow. That is beautiful. That almost looks like a little like frosty sea glass. And then we've got 11-0 transparent rainbow dark peridot. This is, I think, the same color, just one is frosted and one is not. So that's pretty neat. I like that. And then this is Ceylon celery. And look at that beautiful, beautiful color. Really pretty. So then there's a couple of this colorway. So this is a ginkgo bead, which is so incredibly cool. A fun shape. If you don't know ginkgos, they look like a little ginkgo leaf and they are a 2-hole bead. And this is slushy orange. Oh my gosh. I love these. They're like one side transparent, one side full coat. Ooh, look at that. Really, really good. Okay. So you got those 2-hole beads and then, oh my gosh, are these? Oh, these are more triangles. So this is another triangle in rainbow topaz. So you get a couple of these 8-0 triangles in here. So this one and this one, and those would look pretty together too. So super cool. A few more. There's also a ginkgo in the summer rainbow dark violet. Yes, please. Like those are so fun. And then I think they would pair so nicely with these Ceylon Peach Blush 11-0s. Wow. Okay, that's not all. There are 3 strands of beads. So let's take a look at these. These are a lentil, a 6mm lentil, and this color is Milky Pink AB. This is beautiful. So I love the Milky Pink beads. That's one of my favorites, but with the AB on them, they are so very beautiful. What am I see? What comment? Lou says, love these colors she's ordering today. You don't want to miss this, you guys. This is a cool bead too. So this is going to give you some like deep water vibes for your mermaid. These are round 6mm matte jet AB. So they've got that really cool AB partial finish on them. And I can see them matching this picture of our mermaid. And then this is a beautiful bead. This is fire polish 4mm dual coated aqua and fuchsia. Oh my goodness. And one more item that you'll get in this kit is some 1G. So this is another product brought to us by Toho. This is a very popular beading thread. So you can use this in the place of Fireline or Wildfire, and it comes in so many colors. So if you haven't tried this, or you have and you've only tried one color, there are so many other colors available. I don't have the name of this color, but it is a beautiful like tealy green, really pretty. So you guys, you get all of this in this kit, and you can, if you want to, participate in the challenge. And there is the information on how to put your project out there for the world to see. But you could also just use pieces and parts. You can, create different things, use all the greens together, use the different 2-hole beads together. It's choose your own adventure here. So I am crazy about this. I was so excited that I got to show this to you. If you want to watch Becky's show, I'm sure Becky did an amazing job. I didn't get to see it, but I'm sure she did an amazing job of sharing all of this yesterday. So, but I know it is very limited as of right now, but you can pre-order if it's sold out, and get this on its way to you. We hope that you'll participate in the challenge, but you don't have to. You could just play with all these beautiful beads. All of this is what you'll get in your 2026 Toho Challenge kit. And it is called Mermazing. Mermazing. So I'm going to set this aside. It's going to be hard for me to put this down because I love it so much. I'm so glad I got to show you guys that. Now let's dive into, it is a lot, Julia. I mean, these kits are always super jam-packed, and I'm always surprised at it's all amazing quality. I mean, it's Toho, it's check glass, it's all wonder and prestige. You get some prestige pearls in there as well. So amazing quality, all high-end products. All right, so let's get into our artisan brands. So I've got a bunch of things that I picked from the website to highlight because I'm so excited about this particular show, this particular sale that is going on. Artisan Brands at Artbeads includes Raven's Journey check glass. One of the very first shows I ever did here at Artbeads was with these beads. These are some of my absolute favorites. And believe it or not, these were already in the clearance section, which I just can't believe. But these are a very large kind of cathedral style. They have the facets all around them, and then they have the kind of striping that is has a finish on them. So these are a clear glass and they're 10 by 10 millimeter. They are big beads, Batman. They are Texas Tracy. I love big beads, and I cannot lie. But these are gorgeous, you guys, and they are an amazing price. So this time of year, especially using your clears and your whites and all of that, it's the perfect time to do that. They look amazing over all kinds of beautiful floral tops and t-shirts and that kind of thing. So grab these, make a fun bracelet, or just take a couple of these beads and drop them onto an ear wire, do a little wire wrap loop, and you've got a really fun earring. Some of my favorite beads, one of my picks of the show, they're all picks of mine. I shouldn't say one of my picks, they're all picks of mine. But another cool thing that you should see are these hibiscus flowers. So it's that time of year where flowers are going to be all over the jewelry making world. So all of the flower beads should be emerging and growing out of the depths of the earth that had been frozen tundra for a long time. So these are some of my most favorite. I can't believe there are still some of these left. These are check glass hibiscus flowers. They are 12 millimeter and they are Raven's Journey. So they have that Raven's Journey quality, and they are a table cut with all of that wash on them. So they look a little rustic, but also a little bit fabulous, a lot fabulous. So this is an incredible, incredible strand of beads, and on sale up to 70% off is the time to pick up your flowers. I've got a few other flowers in the show. This one I'm especially fond of. So super fun. Mary, are you talking about the previous beads, Wilma Flintstone? In my opinion, those aren't Wilma Flintstone. Like, you want to, these are not as big as beads can be. They are not that big. But I don't know, 10 by 10 is pretty big. I know for most people, they're pretty big. So I'm a little bit biased because I like big beads. All right. TierraCast is another beloved brand in the artisan brands of art beads. And I am just a longtime devoted fan of TierraCast. So this is one of the most beautiful clasps. They make amazing clasps all the way around, but this one was always one of my favorites. So this one is antique copper, and it's an heirloom clasp set. So you have a nice, big, generous toggle bar with lots of detail, and then that matching detail on both sides of the loop. So this is a spectacular clasp, up to 75% off. You can't beat the TierraCast quality, and you've got to have all the colors. So all of their metals are such beautiful, lovely colors. And I love to have a lot of antique copper around because it just goes so nicely with so many check glass colors. So this is a stunning item that I wanted to show off to you to make sure you know is there. Now, I'm kind of obsessed with this shape right now. So the drops are really calling my name. Teardrop shape are really calling my name lately. And these are also Raven's Journey. And I know this doesn't seem like a fall color, but I think when you mix a spring color with this color, you get something really dramatic. So I love the look of these. This is a melon drop. So it has that melon kind of ribbing in it. So you know the little round melon beads look very much like a little pumpkin or some other kind of melon. Well, these are just kind of an elongated version of that, but in a drop shape. And these are dark bronze. They're 13 by 8 millimeters. So this is a nice, generous size, but not huge, like not Wilma Flintstone size, but a nice size. And if you were to grab, let me see if I've got an ear wire here. If you were to grab an ear wire and just want to wire wrap one of those drops, you can see one bead would not be so big, and it would be a nice, pretty little, you can mix and match with this. So pretty mix and match earring. Like if you do a metallic like this, you can wear it with just about anything and any color. So these are gorgeous. I thought I would bring those to your attention because they can really go any time of year. They can go anywhere. All right, so this is one of my beloved friends, Domiana from Domiana Studio. Domiana is a ceramic artisan living in Bulgaria, and she creates these very whimsical and lovely hand-painted ceramic. She does all of her painting directly onto her pieces, all by hand, every single one of them, and fires them in her studio. This one is her Blue Sky City small round pendant. And I don't have the dimensions for this. It is just a white ceramic on the back. But this is so colorful and delightful. These colorful little houses with this lovely little cityscape. And I visited Domiana and her family last summer, early summer. And this does look a little bit like the little town, the little village that they live in Bulgaria. So if you're looking for something to celebrate your village, your town, your home, maybe you're celebrating a new home, or you want to celebrate a family member or a friend who just purchased a new home, this is a lovely little pendant. And I'll show you on my wrist and my palm the size of this. It's so pretty, and it is a little handmade piece of art. There are only a few of these left, you guys, and there are other things in the show today that I don't have to show you, but in the shopping bag that are from Domiana. So if you want to check those out, you can click on the shopping bag on your screen, and you can see everything that's in the show, as well as some other things that I wanted to make sure you had access to. So let's take a look at another bead. Texas Tracy, what are you saying here? We read and we don't judge. I must have missed some conversation there. This is gorgeous, you guys. This is another strand from Raven's Journey. These are check glass gem cut micro spacers. So if you don't want to use a metal spacer and you don't want to use seed beads, you could use something like this. So these are a Raven's Journey thing. Like, they did these micro spacers. They are 3 by 2 millimeters. They're kind of a little rondelle, but a little bit wider in width. And this color is ochre, and it's just gorgeous. So this is really, really beautiful. So grab some of these. A colorful spacer can make a huge difference in your design. So maybe you've got more of an earthy color, and you want to add something really like a bolder pop of color. Look at that combination. That's a very cool combination. Thank you for the hearts. Another possibility, now that I'm seeing this, this would be beautiful as well. So you could do these beautiful blues with this lovely kind of an orangey shade. Just really a pretty, pretty bead. And I love that these are check glass spacers. So something fun for you guys to think about. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I love these. Okay, you guys. Thaisa says, love this color with blues. Yeah. Do I have a blue? I think I do in the show, but I haven't come across it yet. So I'll have to show those with the blue. Okay, look at these, you guys. I love bows. I love making bow jewelry. I have a ton of designs that I have done with bows. It's just one of my things. These are by TierraCast. And they are a double-sided silver antique bow bead. So they are double-sided, so they look exactly the same on both sides. And they have a hole down the center of the bow. So I'll show you on a head pin, just so you can see what this looks like. So look at this, is so cute. So you can drop a bead in the center there. And do I have a loose bead somewhere? I do, I've got to. I mean, in this whole studio, I've got to have a loose bead. Please hold. I have a loose bead. I have a loose bead here. Let me grab one of these. So I'm going to put one of these on here. I think this one will fit in there. So this is one way that you could do it. You could put a bead on top of it. You could put this on, like if you got multiples of these, trying to see that. You could do something like this on a bracelet. And you could throw some spacers in there as well to give this a little bit more clearance. Hi, Pat from GA. You can go back and watch the beginning if you want on replay. And yeah, you could make dangles with these. These are just lovely and they have a nice weight to them. And I don't mean like weight like heavy, but they just feel good quality. Checkout is unavailable. Uh-oh. Daisy, let me have Michelle or Thaisa check that out for you. This is just a fun little bead for you. So TierraCast is one of our artisan brands. We love them. Everybody loves them. So I thought I would show a few of their things today, and I thought I would show you these as well. So these are interesting. I had intended to try and do something with one of them before the show, but I didn't get that far, unfortunately. These are TierraCast large flower picture frames, and they're in antique copper. So this is one side. Let me put one down. This is one side. So it's like a little bezel with a flower. Mary B says she got the bows in her cart. Good, Mary B. You're going to love them. And this is the back. So it's got this fun sort of geometric, circles and dots on the back. There's a lot of things you can do with this. So they're saying picture frames. You could take a picture and drop it in there. You could do some resin work here. So I love working with resin. It's one of those fun things that just leads to so many creative rabbit holes. But you could do just a very a fun little like a little picture or a little cutout of something, just a little touch of resin over it, and you've got a really special little charm, a little handmade charm that if you were to gift to someone on a chain or something, it would be a really special gift. So I wanted to show you these in case you've seen these and hadn't actually seen them live, so to speak. Make 2 picture frames and make earrings with them. They are a really nice quality piece. Yeah, a cabochon, Gina, or a large flat back crystal would look really amazing. So this copper color is really gorgeous. Yes, a flat back, Jane. Yes. So what I would do if I was going to put a flat back in here is I would rough this up with a tiny little sandpaper or a little nail file, and then I would use some E6000 or maybe some diamond glaze would work in this as well. So these are really beautiful, really a fun little side project if you want to make something fun that's customized and something you can gift. All right, these are, here is Thaisa, a blue that we can put with those ochre beads. Here's some more Raven's Journey, you guys. These are a really cool disc bead, and this color is spectacular. So this should have gone in one of my turquoise shows. This to me is a kind of a shade of turquoise, and it is a 6mm opaque turquoise with white luster. So these beads have this amazing shine to them. Like these look like they're wet. They're so shiny. And on the ring light, I'm really picking up that shine. But they are a single hole bead. They make amazing spacers, or this could be the star of the show. And you could take these beads as your spacers, Thaisa, and look at this combination right here. This is a kind of a Southwest vibe. Like, you know, I'm in the Southwest. I love the Southwest look. This is a cool combination. But these, again, are that nice Raven's Journey quality, and that color is divine. So nice for spring, for summer. That would go with your mermazing, you guys. Now, I'm going to throw in something that is not artisan really quick, because I also thought that you should see these. These are some really amazing trade beads. And when I'm thinking about designing, so I'm going to pull that ochre back out. I'm going to pull this one back out. These little tiny trade beads could also be your spacer. So you could take this as your main bead. This is your secondary bead. These could be your spacers. These are the tiniest of metal spacers. So Lou, the Toho kit was very limited when we started, but it's going to be on pre-sale because they are working on them right now to get them restocked. I mean, there's going to be a ton of them restocked, so everybody should be able to get them. And I don't know if the listing says that they're pre-sale yet, or if you can get an email on that one. So yeah, they are on pre-sale, and they're going to come quickly because they're working on them right now. So these are trade beads. They are a 2 to 3 millimeter barrel heishi, and they are a bright brassy metal, so beautiful. So these were from our special gemstone and trade bead buy from a while back. And these are just really spectacular. So I thought, look at this combo, just a really cool, colorful and shiny bracelet. So there are plenty of those to go around if you're interested in a fun little trade bead. Now, here's another interesting product by TierraCast. So maybe some of you have not seen these before, or have seen them and thought, I don't know if I would ever need these. Well, these are antique pewter, and they are 3 millimeter pegs. Now, these can be for rope ends. So if you have a large kind of rope, or have like a kumihimo rope or some other kind of rope that would have a hole in the center, this could be glued on, and then you have a loop at the end where you can attach a clasp or something else. And these also would go in like a large hole bead that is half drilled, so maybe only has a hole at one end of the bead. And you would then immediately have this lovely bead cap and a loop to be able to attach to something. So this isn't the kind of thing you need every day, but if you were looking for something like this, or you were working on something and said, gee, I wish I had some kind of cap that I could glue on. I-cord, yes, Ellen, I hadn't even thought of that. That would be a great use for something like this. So you would just get yourself some glue and glue this on, and you've got a really cool peg, a really cool closure option. So these are part of our sale. They are by TierraCast, are an amazing quality piece. So I just thought I would show you those in case you've never seen those, never really thought you would have a need for them. And oh goodness, look at these flowers. Okay, so these flowers are gorgeous. This is another flower bead. Like I said, flowers are going to start popping up already, all over the place already. If you haven't seen them, they're coming. So these are hibiscus flowers that are marigold yellow. And these are 12 millimeter, and they have that fun kind of coppery wash on them. So absolutely gorgeous. Okay, look at this combo with these little spacers, these lentils. Like, you could do some really cool things with this. Super fun, and they're two-sided, so they're exactly the same on both sides. So these flowers look lovely all together in a piece or with a couple, one. I mean, these are really, really lovely. Raven's Journey quality, amazing check glass. All right. Here's another artisan, an artisan bead. So Domiana Studio is related to Gollum Studio. And this is a Gollum bead. They do their work a little bit differently. They carve their beads and then they paint them. Domiana does painting on hers. She doesn't do as much in the way of carving. But this is called Sun, and it's light and dark green. And it is a smaller lentil. So Gollum is known for their lentil-shaped beads. They're kind of a poofy bead. And they make two different sizes. This is the smaller version, and these colors are gorgeous. So Laura, I love them too. They are a friend of mine, and they do just incredible, amazing work. So this is a lovely bead. I'll show you on my wrist for size purposes. This would be a great bracelet focal. You could also, me too, Francie. This could also be just a simple focal bead on a necklace. You know, just one beautiful bead, and grab yourself some colorful beads. Heck, you could put these with this. Looks so cool. Yes, I'm obsessed too. I have quite a hoard of them myself. So this patterning is gorgeous. This is a true piece of art. There were only a few of these left, you guys, and I put some other Gollum beads. This comes in a different colorway too. So this sun design, I think comes, one has red on it. So I put some other Gollum beads into the shopping bag for you if you want to take a look and see some other Gollum options. All right, we looked at some of these in the orange. Well, look, for Raven's Journey, we've also got these 2x3 matte bronze faceted beads. And these are also an incredible spacer. And I thought to myself, okay, so go with these. And then what if you added, sorry, I got to get this one back out of the bag. What if you added these? So this would be an amazing combination. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So these little beads, if you don't want to use a seed bead, you don't want to use actual metal beads, you've got a beautiful, lustery, check glass bead that is just stunning, beautiful quality. Look at the facets on that. I agree. Wowzer. That is a beautiful strand of beads. It's just a tiny little bead, but it's packs so much power. It's really cool. So that's a fun one. And then I thought you guys should see this. So I used these on a show. There's only a few of these left. I used one of these on a show a few weeks back where we talked about and made ear cuffs. And these are TierraCast antique silver plated pewter lotus post earrings. So it's a lotus flower with a nice quality post. And they have a loop at the bottom. It does not open, so you would need to attach with a jump ring or do a wire wrap directly to that loop. These are beautiful. So nice quality, and I love a good lotus flower. Lotus flowers are one of my favorites. So these would be spectacular with just, you know, a simple bead. You could put another flower with it. And you could also go back and make an ear cuff, watch the ear cuff show that I did, And you could dangle some beads and then do your little ear cuff attachment to it. So these are lovely. I love the TierraCast post earrings. I wear them all the time. They are great quality and really, really good, interesting design. So if you like a post, it gives you a little something interesting. So speaking of TierraCast, they do some really great toggles, but they also do a variety of other closures. So this is an antique silver plated classic hook. So sometimes, yes, Texas Tracy, lotus flowers have amazing meaning and symbolism. I believe they symbolize like revitalization and some resurgence and I don't know, some things like that. They're beautiful flowers. Hooks are great. So the way I like to use a hook is I will, for a necklace, attach my one side of my necklace to the loop at the bottom, and then I'll create a seed bead loop on the other side, or I'll do a loop of French wire and I'll hook on to the other side. And it's super easy to attach your necklace. If you have a little bit of struggles putting on closures, a hook option might be good. So Michelle, pirates are looking at these. Arg, yes, they are. So this is cool, really fun. Spiritual enlightenment, rebirth, and resilience. Yeah, I didn't have those exact words, but same kind of concept, I was thinking. All right, let's look at another cool Raven's Journey bead. We're going to go a little bit over today, you guys. This is a cool bead. I'm telling you, this is a spectacular Raven's Journey bead. I can't believe there are still any of these on the website, but there are. And here's your chance to get them up to 70% off. These are 5x3 ivory light blue with Picasso. Now, they don't read as much light blue to me. They look a little bit more on the gray side to me. But these would go back to, these colors, this color, a bronzy color. Ooh, look at this. Thaisa, check that. Really, really beautiful, beautiful color. Oh, good, Linda. Okay, you're going to hang with me. I'm glad at least Linda's going to stay with me. So these are gorgeous. They have that little bit of a Picasso finish on them. They are 5x3 millimeters. So they're kind of a middle of the road. They're not a big rondelle. They're not a small one, but they're a nice size. Great for bracelets. So this one is beautiful. I thought you should see, these. Francie says, I was looking up some of the artisan brands websites and saw you, Deb. I think it was Jesse James Beads. Looked great. Yeah, I do some work for them, Francie. I do projects for them pretty much on a monthly basis. So yeah, that's awesome. Texas Tracy, I'm glad. Okay, Tracy's staying too. All right, so that's a fun bead. Okay, this is fun too. I thought you should see this because my husband and I were just talking this morning about maybe doing a donation by putting some proceeds of my jewelry and sending them to an animal rescue or a horse rescue. And I look frozen on that screen. I look frozen. I see it's moving, but okay. I think it corrected itself. And Deb can be found everywhere. All right. So I was saying, you do look very frozen. Okay. Can you guys see me moving now? Can you see me moving here? Better. Okay. All right. So this is a TierraCast silver plated pewter paw bead. So it's got a hole and it's just a little paw. So it's double-sided. It's the same on both sides and it is the cutest little paw ever. So I'm going to put this on a head pin. I don't know what I did with that other head pin I had, but here, this is on a head pin. Super cute little paw. So you could do a simple, like little small beaded bracelet and just put the paw in the center. This could be a great thing to make for a fundraiser, for an animal rescue of some sort. So I'm thinking about doing that myself and using these little fun little paw beads. They're just precious. And these are TierraCast. So they are great quality, beautiful little accent, nicely made. You guys will love those. Let's take a look at another TierraCast item. These are amazing, you guys. So these, I got a couple of these because I wanted to show you side by side how they might look for earrings. But these are the most beautiful little TierraCast antique silver plated pewter vine heart links. So there's a loop at the top and a loop at the bottom, and these really fun double-sided hearts. And all you need to do here is attach your loop up here to an ear wire and wire wrap or attach a bead or charm to that loop down at the bottom. So these are just pretty. Hearts to me go all year around. So they don't have to be just Valentine's Day. They can be a year-round thing, and this can show somebody that you love them, or give an opportunity for someone to buy these from you to show love to somebody else. So these are really gorgeous, pretty little charms. And I'm going to turn my fan on because it is warm in here. And I threw in something different because I couldn't get enough of the Prestige from last week. I know these are not one of our artisan brands. Karen, they're sold, I think, individually, the hearts. They do look less heart. I'll show you in the opposite direction. Michelle or Thaisa, can you confirm, do they get one here? I didn't mark my package. This is how it would look if it was upside down. So it doesn't have to be a heart. It could be a totally different shape. So if you're not into hearts, but you like that little component, it's pretty cool. I threw in one Prestige thing because, they are individual. Okay, thanks, Monica. These are Prestige chatons, and I wanted to show you these because if you are a person that likes to work with chatons, you've got maybe some bracelet settings that you use or some earring settings. These are absolutely incredible. This is a Crystal Poppy Red Ignite, and they have this just like fiery inside, and I just thought I would show these to you if you need a little bit more prestige sparkle in your life. These are really beautiful. The color is 1088 and the size is SS29. They're really pretty. I just threw those in because I was going through stuff and I thought, these guys might like these. Okay, this is on clearance, if I'm not mistaken, this bracelet component. And I think it's either Nun Design or I don't have the packaging because this is something I made with it a while back. So I did a little bit of resin work, and the bracelet has a triangular piece on one side and a little round piece on the other. And actually that little Prestige crystal would look fantastic in that little reservoir there. So this is something I made. It's just a bangle bracelet. I think there's only a few of these left, but just really fun with some resin, or you could do some clay in there. Daisy, you have the exact right attitude. So this was fun. I thought I would share this with you. Maybe it's TierraCast. I'm not 100% on that, but I threw that in because I thought it might be interesting. And then let's look at a dagger bead. So these are also Raven's Journey, and I love me some daggers. So this is another, it was Nun Design. Okay, Thaisa, thanks. So Nun Design, I believe, is also one of our artisan brands. There's not a lot of stock left of them, but
if you can still get some goodies from them and up to 75% off, you should take advantage of it. So, so these are the these are single hole daggers, and these are Raven's Journey. And look at the color and the shine on these. So this is going to give you some of that metallic look that you might want. So you can combine them with other colors. So give yourself some really fun colors, and put some of those daggers into your design to get some crazy good texture, really fun, fabulous beads to work with. Sparkle speaks to my inner crow, and my inner crow always listens. Oh, Daisy, I love that. That's a quote I won't soon forget. This is cool, you guys. These are 16 by 5 millimeter matte bronze. So they're a good large size dagger, great metallic color, go with everything. Here's another Raven's Journey that you must see. I'm in love with these beads. Like, I would marry these beads if I wasn't already married. These are on clearance, you guys. So, I can't explain that. I don't know why, but these are, 9 by 6 millimeter. I didn't write the color down, but they're a blue. They are on the screen if you want to click on that link, but look at the sparkle on these. They have the like Picasso-y finish, but they're like part blue. I don't know. Like, there's so much going on with this bead right here. It's outrageous. So I would say grab these, because if they are clearance, that probably means we're not going to restock them. So if you love these, grab them now. They're probably an amazing deal. I don't know the price offhand, but amazing, amazing bead. Beautiful bead. I mean, just gorgeous. All right, here's another fun find from TierraCast. These are bead caps, and I believe these are sold individually. I grabbed a few because sometimes it's nice to see them together. But these are the most adorable little bead caps you've ever seen in your life. These are antique silver, 5 millimeter Talavera star bead caps. So they're a little flowery star, and you can see there's that curvature to go on the bead. And you could literally put them on the top of a bead, or you can sandwich a bead between two of them. So these, again, have that nice feel to them, the TierraCast quality. I hadn't really seen these in person before, and I fell in love with them when I opened up the package. They're just really precious, and sometimes you just need a pretty little bead cap. They're just gorgeous. So Gina says, I agree. I always say I must have been a crow in a previous life. Oh, yes. Karen K, what size beads do they fit? I would say it depends on how you want them to look. But like I've got, I would say a 6 millimeter bead, but you could also, this is, I think, an 8 millimeter bead. They would fit that as well. So the curvature of that looks really nice. So I think they work on 6s, 8s, maybe a 10 might be a little too big, but they're going to work on your kind of standard 6s and 8s for sure. So those are beautiful little bead caps, you guys. If you're looking for a pretty fun bead cap that's going to elevate your design, there's another fun thing for you. Okay, here's another just randomness. It's not part of the Artisan brands, but I wanted to show you these because they're cool. So these are another, there's only a few of these left. These are trade beads, and they are snake beads. And they are a big giant strand of them. This is a turquoise color, and look at the shape of these. So they are glass, and they're on this raffia strand, and they are so super cool. A friend of mine and I, 2 years ago in Tucson, were looking everywhere for these, And we were able to find them, but they were hard to find. And this year I saw a few more in Tucson, but this is a giant strand of them. So if you are looking for something unique and interesting, and maybe something to combine with some of your Czech glass and some of your pretty TierraCast components, these are super, super cool. So there are only a few of those left. If you're interested, grab one of those. Very different than anything else I've got in the show today. All right, another teardrop by Raven's Journey. This one is a little bit of a lighter color. So we keep staring at that dark one, the bronze one. There's the bronze. This one might be a little bit more for this time of year. This is an aqua blue with a gold wash, and it is another 13 by 8 millimeter melon drop. So it has that melon vibe, and these are just spectacularly beautiful beads. Just really, really pretty. And the bead, Lou is asking about, there is a bead that matches the blue sky pendant, but it could be sold out, Lou, because we're in the midst of the Artisan Sale, so it may have sold out. So this is gorgeous. You want to see the rondelles? Here's these rondelles, and then let me show you these rondelles. And I think maybe you like the other blue rondelles. Here's the small rondelles next to that. And then here's those big rondelles we just looked at. That is a beautiful combination. And then there's these that we looked at. I'll pull it. You should see this side of my table here. It's crazy. That's also a pretty combination, you guys. So you've got really kind of a mottled bead with a very elegant gold washed bead. So these are just stunning. I can't believe these are still available because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous bead. Let's put that one right there because that is pretty. Okay, a few more things, you guys. I also put in the show these TierraCast posts that are gold tone and hammered. So this is an earring I made probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe just a year ago. I don't know. But these are hammered posts. So we looked at those lotus posts. This looks so high end to me. And it's not, I think it's gold plated, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't have the package here, but this just looks so high end. And I used these twisted garnet colored Czech glass beads. And I just think it looks so beautiful with this, but you could do a turquoise with the gold. Heck, these, oh my gosh, you could put a drop, just a simple drop on this of these melon drops, and that would be a really beautiful combination. So TierraCast posts are really, really special. Okay, here's another interesting little component, also by TierraCast, and these are fun. So you may have seen these before. These are an ear wire, and they are a 14K20 gold-filled French ear wire blank. So you would put this, so you push this through your ear, and it would hang like this. Your ear is up here, and you've got this post down here. And what this allows you to do is put a bead on it and create a loop. So Deb's got a bead here. I promise I got a bead. How about this cat head bead? This is a fun cat head bead. So you can put a bead on it, and you can do a simple loop or a little wrap at the bottom. You could add a loop and drop chain from it. These are so, so pretty, and this is such a nice quality. So if you've never played with these before, there's something interesting, something different, and you essentially are partially making your own component. So those are in the shopping bag, and I see them on the screen right now. Something fun to play with. All right, here's another Gollum bead, you guys. This is a personal favorite because it is shades of pink. And I only have part of the description, pink and something. I think it's like pink and red or pink and maroon. But this bead is lovely. And this is one of the larger lentils. So if I can find the other lentil. So here's the other Gollum lentils to show you the sizing. So this is one of the smaller ones, and this is the larger one. So this is fabulous for a necklace. You could orient it this way or this way. It could still be a bracelet focal. It could just, oh, pink and fuchsia. Thank you, Tracy. This is beautiful, you guys. Two-sided, and it is that famous Gollum lentil shape. Really a beautiful bead. I'm hoping on Monday I'll be able to show on my show a way that you can work with a lentil that is interesting and fun. I did a design last year with one of these, and I used a lot of different check glass, some teacup beads. So I can talk a little bit about this on Monday, but this is one of my favorite beads of theirs. Just a really pretty artisan bead that you can use to elevate just about anything. Just a few more things, you guys. You got to see these. These are amazing. Raven's Journey. These are really cool spacer beads, and they call them faceted seed beads. And they refer to these as a 6-0. So, you know, technically, because they're not in a seed bead container, to me, I don't know, maybe they're not quite seed beads. To me, they're just beads, but they are the equivalent of a 6-0 seed bead, and they are 4x3 millimeter faceted check glass and lapis blue with this beautiful metallic. So it's like a table cut. So it's got these little cuts of that lapis, and then the edges are all this metallic. And I'm telling you, these beads, even this video doesn't show the same quality. Deb, you need to stop showing us all of this. Yeah, how are they going to end up in your stash if I don't show them to you? These are gorgeous, you guys. Even this video isn't doing them justice, but they are probably some of the most beautiful beads, and they're so kind of underrated. Like, they're hard to see except when you see them in person. When I pull them away and look at them off camera, like, they take my breath away. But it's still better than pictures, right, Francie? I agree with you. So this is a cool bead to have in your collection. And you could take these daggers and use these with your daggers and have that pop of blue. So just do a dagger bracelet with these fun beads in between. Super pretty. I'm just going to put these over here so you can stare at all of that. Here's another fun thing. Also a bead cap. Also, I had never seen these before. From TierraCast, look at these, you guys. These are 6 millimeter hammered gold. So they're a gold tone, and they're a bead cap. And they are the most beautiful quality. So they are just a simple shine on the inside. They are just a nice quality, beautiful bead cap with that hammered look. So let me grab a bead so you guys can see how this looks on a bead. So let's take our bead cap, our bead, and then I'm going to put another bead cap on top just for funsies. And look, that is a gorgeous bead cap. Now on a larger bead, let's see if I've got a larger one in here. I'm pretty sure I do. So here's a very large bead. And even on a large bead, sometimes a bead cap just adds a little bit of something. Maybe I should go before I start putting more things into my empty basket. You know, Daisy, I would encourage you to stay just a few more minutes. I've got just a couple more things. So these are beautiful, you guys. If you haven't seen these before, TierraCast does some beautiful bead caps. I had not seen either one of these in the show today in person before, so I was surprised when I saw them. All right, I think these probably are my favorite flower. These are also Raven's Journey. These are check glass 14 millimeter wild rose. They're orange with orange opaline with a pink wash, and it's pink metallic. So look at the detail of these. These are so cool. Like, these are just like all my favorite things combined, like metallic, pink, orange flowers, and they're double-sided. So all of these are going to look the same, whether they're coming or going. And you get a whole strand of these. I cut my strand because I probably was working on an idea for these. But they are Raven's Journey. They're super high quality. They sing happiness to me too. And Gina L has some. She knows. So let's put those there. Let's just put those right there. And then if you need a little spacer bead, this is a cool spacer bead by TierraCast, and these are 4 millimeters, and I think these might be sold individually. Dang, I didn't write that on these either. But they are they're antique copper plated pewter, and they're just a plain little metal donut. And I'm hungry now. So here's our little, our little metal donuts. And these are just great if you just need a couple of little spacers, or maybe you need a whole bracelet full. So these are just so pretty. So, and I've got this pretty bead here that they would look pretty with. These beads I grabbed, these random beads, are an old designer blend that is long since sold out, but has all these fun beads in it. So that bead looks great with it. One more TierraCast thing, you guys, and that is these. So these are TierraCast antique copper large hammered rings. So there's a lot of hammered components, and these are double-sided, but they have a nice shiny surface around the edge. And they don't have holes. They're just meant for wire wrapping, or you could use this as a closure. So if you wanted to wire wrap, or if you wanted to add like beads around here, seed beads, and crimp your loop of seed beads, you could add a hook or a ring, or even use a lobster claw to close on that. So these are just beautiful little accents to have, beautiful little rings. And it's still very in to do your fringy earrings. So you could do seed bead earrings with the little fringies. And Michelle says, I wonder if anyone has noticed the cat charm bag in the shopping bag. I threw a few little whammies in there. My last bead of the show, you guys, is this bead. And I just dropped the package. Oh. Okay, this bead you're going to love. This is Raven's Journey. It is limited edition, and I believe there were only like 12 of them when I set up the show last week. So, or earlier this week. These are turquoise, opaque, and purple. And they're like a, I don't know the name of the shape. It's not listed on my package. But look at that color of turquoise. So we've done a couple of shows about loving turquoise. These were not included in either one of those shows. But to me, if you don't have a turquoise budget, you could probably have a check glass budget for beads that look like turquoise beads. These are such a cool shape. They have these amazing facets, this amazing shine. And I also don't have the dimensions for these. They look to be maybe 10 millimeter. And they are really, really beautiful. I'm just going to hold them right there still for a moment. Stunning beads. So you guys, You could combine these and these. Hello, daggers. Heck, put these flowers with them. I mean, check glass combos are some of my favorite combos. And I also, you guys, put in the shopping bag the, I'm not going to open this up since we're so over time, but I did put the glimmer pliers in the shopping bag as well. I'm going to be doing a part 2 of my finishing show, helping you guys with crimping and finishing off your bracelets and necklaces. So, if you need some crimping pliers, that set is amazing. So this was fun. Thank you for those of you who hung around with me for the whole time. We went a little bit over our time, but please don't forget to check out of your carts because some of these things were limited edition. Some of these things will never be back. So if you want to get these goodies home and you walk away from that cart and you come back, it could be empty. Texas Tracy, thanks for being here. Thank you, Julia, for being here. You guys, lots of fun goodies in this show. If you missed part of the show, you can come back and watch it on replay. You can always go back to artbeads.com/live and watch all of the shows that you want to go back and watch. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, guys. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back Monday morning, and I'm going to be talking again about artisan brands, but we're going to talk about elevating your designs with the artisan brands. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and ideas and advice on how you can really use these brands to make yourself happy, to make others happy. But I thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. Thank you to Thaisa and Michelle. Happy weekend, you guys. I'll see you Monday morning. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.